Hey, my name is Sandeep Tekchandani. I'm the founder of Sandeep.mba and welcome to my GMAT video lesson. In this video lesson, we will learn counting methods. We will study fundamental counting principle, factorial, permutations, and eventually combinations. So let's start with the fundamental counting principle. There are some useful methods for counting objects and sets of objects without actually listing the elements to be counted. The following principle of multiplication is fundamental to these methods. If an object is to be chosen from a set of m objects and a second object is to be chosen from a different set of n objects, then there are m times n ways of choosing both objects simultaneously. Let me explain this with the help of an example. Suppose the objects are items on a menu. If a meal consists of one burger and one milkshake, and there are 5 burgers and 3 milkshakes on the menu, then there are 5 times 3 is equals to 15 different meals that can be ordered from the menu. One more example. Each time a coin is flipped, there are two possible outcomes, heads and tails. If an experiment consists of 8 consecutive coin flips, then the experiment has 2 raised to the power of 8 possible outcomes, where each of the outcomes is a list of heads and tails in some order. In this slide, we will study factorial. A symbol that is often used with the fundamental multiplication principle is the factorial. If n is an integer greater than 1, then n factorial is defined as the product of all the integers from 1 to n. Let me explain this with the help of examples. 2 factorial is equals to 1 times 2 is equals to 2. Similarly, 3 factorial is equals to 1 times 2 is 2 and 2 times 3 is equals to 6. 4 factorial is equals to 1 times 2 is 2, 2 times 3 is 6, and 6 times 4 is equals to 24. Please note that 0 factorial is equals to 1 factorial is equals to 1. In this slide, we will study permutations. The factorial is useful for counting the number of ways that a set of objects can be ordered. If a set of n objects is to be ordered from first to nth, then there are n choices for the first object, n minus 1 choices for the second object, n minus 2 choices for the third object, and so on until there is only one choice for the nth object. Thus, by the fundamental counting principle, the number of ways of ordering the n objects is n times n minus 1 times n minus 2 times 3 to 1 is equals to n factorial. Let me illustrate this point with the help of an example. The number of ways of ordering the letters A, B, and C is 3 factorial or 6. And the number of ways that these letters can be ordered is as follows. ABC, ACB, BAC, BCA, CAB, and CBA. So we can see that there are 6 ways of ordering the letters A, B, and C. A permutation can be thought of as a selection process in which objects are selected one by one in a certain order. If the order of selection is not relevant and only k objects are to be selected from a large set of n objects, a different counting method is employed, and we will study this counting method in the next slide. That counting method is called combinations. In this slide, we will study combinations. Specifically, Consider a set of n objects from which a complete selection of k objects is to be made without regard to order, and the value of k is greater than or equals to 0 but less than or equals to n. Then the number of possible complete selections of k objects is called the number of combinations of n objects taken k at a time. It is denoted by the following formula. Please by heart this formula for your exam. The formula is n factorial upon k factorial times n minus k factorial. Let me illustrate this point with the help of an example. Consider the set S that has 5 elements in it. The 5 elements are A, B, C, D, and E. If I want to select 2 letters out of these 5 letters, then I will use this formula. N factorial upon k factorial times n minus k factorial. So if I apply this formula, I will get 5 factorial upon 2 factorial times 3 factorial. 5 factorial is 120. 2 factorial is 2 and 3 factorial is 6. Therefore, 120 upon 2 times 6 is equals to 10. So let's just summarize what did we learn in this video lesson. We started with the fundamental counting principle. Then we studied the factorial. We also learned about permutations and combinations. I hope my video lesson was clear and it will help you to ace your exam. That is all, my friends. If you found my video lesson helpful, then you should go to sandeep.mba for more information on the GMAT, how to prepare for the GMAT and applying to business schools. You should also click on that like button and let me know in the comments which topics you would like me to cover in my future video lessons. And of course, if you have not yet subscribed, then go ahead and click on that bell so that you'll get notified about my future video lessons. All the best.